Hi, everyone. As Claire just mentioned, it's our 30th workshop, which I couldn't believe when Steph pointed that out. It also means it's our 10th mini recital. We've done always 3, I think from the beginning we did that. And that's been really amazing as well. And I think that we've said it many times, we don't want to bore you with that, but we are really very grateful for your support and your input. For example, next week, if you come on Wednesday to see my solo program, it was also partly influenced by suggestions by you. I included a Georgian lullaby that Michael Bloom sent me. I was inspired by, I don't know if user 1 is here today. I saw your comment and you mentioned that you were user 1. That's why I remember it. You commented after the troubadour show and spoke about Cathars and that connection with the troubadour and the magic of the whole Languedoc region. And so I included a Cathar song in the program because of that. So I also have really loved that some of you have contributed, for what songs we were doing, and our song competition was great fun. That seems a long time ago as well now. So it's been really an amazing journey, and I'm very grateful that you're here, and I hope we can continue. And so today, our 10th mini recital, we've done lullabies and a Sephardic song. I'd like to start with a Sephardic song called Morenica. I hope you have all got the score there and or the lyrics, and because that's longer time now, it's been 2 weeks, so I'd like to go slowly, pick apart the first verse especially, and then just briefly touch on verse 2 and 3, because that one is slightly more complicated as well. So I will do this one in the higher key. We tried 2, and the higher is so much nicer, but also I thought the other songs today are not very high. So if you feel that it's challenging, this one, the other ones will be more comfortable for you. Okay, so Morenica, verse 1. Morenica mi bella, yo blanca naci. So that little ornament, that's why we do it very slowly. The repeat, the next line is the same melody, so we will do that straight away. And then the chorus is easier. Morenica, graciozica sos, tu morena, yo graciozo, ojos, bellos tú. So we'll look at verse 2 now. Morenica mi me llaman los marineros. Si otra vez, we're putting together the 2 syllables of si and o. Si otra vez a mí me llaman, me voy con ellos. So, slightly faster, and Morenica mi me llaman los marineros. Si otra vez a mí me llaman, me voy con ellos. Morenica, graciozica sos, tu morena, yo graciozo, ojos, bellos tú. Now we look at verse 3. Morenica mi me llama, and there's no N this time because it's the singular form of call, to call, llamar, because now it's only the son of the king who's calling. Ellos, ellos, hijo. So we don't pronounce the H and the J becomes like a J. El hijo del rey. Si otra vez a mí me llama, me voy con él. So if he calls me again, I'll go with him. 1. Slightly faster. Morenica mi me llama, el hijo del rey. Si otra vez a mí me llama, voy con él. Morenica, graciozica sos, tu morena, yo graciozo, y ojos bellos tú. Right, so there's slight confusion on Me voy con él, and it's partly because I've done so many different versions. I know a version also where it goes, yo me voy con él. So I just want to go over that one more time. It goes verse 3, the second part, so from si otra vez. Si otra vez a mí me llama, me voy con él. I will probably do it differently again in a minute. Do it however you like. We're not going to find one way now of doing that. So however, me voy con él, something like that. Right, we ought to move on. Our next one is the Schubert lullaby, Schlafe, Schlafe, which we're going to do 2 verses of, and you'll get the lyrics in the chat, I'm sure, any minute now. There we are, great. So, Schlafe, Schlafe, holde süßer Knabe, Eise wiegt dich deiner Mutter Hand, sanfte Ruhe, milde Labe, bringt dir schwebend dieses Wiegenband. So, I will just talk through the second verse. Schlafe, schlafe in der Pflaumenschoße. Noch umtönt dich lauter Liebeston. So all around you is a sound of love. So the first line is sleep, sleep in the feathers of your duvet. And well, it says actually in the lap. Schoße is lap, so in the lap of this duvet. And the sound of love is all around you. A lily and a rose after your sleep will be given to you as a reward. So, which is eine Lilie, eine Rose. Nach dem Schlafe wird sie dir zum Lohn. Right, so that's the Schubert. Then we have the Eskimo one, which is simple, but I just like to go over that again in case you don't remember or in case you weren't there. So that's very simple. If you weren't there, you can pick this up now, I think. So this is our first note. Still now until my singing. Sleep through the night, my darling. We have a tiny daughter. Thanks be to God who sent her. Right, and then there's one more verse. And so we will do those two verses. We don't need to do that now. The same melody, verse 2, simple. Okay. That leaves me just with Bonnie at Mourn, that lovely Northumbrian song. So that one we will do in C. Right, I need to quickly change my harp. So you've got the lyrics there. Let's just repeat verse 1 of that. The sheep's in the meadows, the kye's in the corn. Thou art lying in thy bed, Bonnie at morn. The sheep's in the meadow, the kye's in the corn. Thou art lying in thy bed, Bonnie at morn. Annie at night, Bonnie at morn. There's overlying in thy bed, Bonnie at morn. Right, and we will do 3 verses of that. Good. So that's all in terms of preparation. We have 2 solos as well. So that means we're ready to go. Our first song will be Morenica. So if you're all ready for our 10th mini recital, then let's start. Morenica, mi me llaman. And the tempo, I will try not to get too carried away and do it too fast. I do like it very energetic, this one, but I will try not to. I will give you 4 in. I will do 4 arpeggios, and then we come in. Then there is a chord, and then we'll come in. So I explained that once. I will go 1, 2, 3, 4. Morenica. Okay? Right. Here we go then. Morenica, mi me llama, yo blanca naci, y de sol del enverano, yo mi sé ansi. Morenica, graciozica sos, tu morena, yo graciozo, y ojos, bellos tú. What I didn't mention, that this gets repeated. 3, 4. Morenica, mi me llama, los marineros. Si otra vez a mí me llama, yo me voy. graciosica sos, tu morena, yo graciozo, ojos, bellos tú. Chorus again. Morenica, graciosica sos, tu morena, yo gracioso, ojos, bellos tú. 3, 4. Morenica, mi me llama, el hijo del rey. Si otra vez a mí me llama, me voy con él. Morenica, graciosica sos, tu morena, yo gracioso, ojos bellos tú. Repeat. Morenica, graciosica sos, tu morena, yo gracioso, ojos bellos tú. Right. Now it's time for my solo. I will sing a very old German folk song that my mother taught me, in fact. It's a beautiful old, goes back to at least early Renaissance. And the lyrics are very interesting. It says, I dreamt a dream last night, and it was a heavy dream. In my garden, there was a tree, and the garden suddenly was a cemetery, and the flowers were a grave. And from the tree, leaves and blossoms fell down. And I started collecting them and put them into a golden jar. And this jar fell out of my hand and broke into many pieces. And out of the jar, I saw pearls coming out and little droplets that were red as roses. Does this mean, my beloved, that you are dead? So, ich hab heut Nacht geträumet, wohl einen schweren Traum. Es wuchs in meinem Garten ein Rosmarinenbaum. Ein Kirchhof war der Garten, ein Blumenbeet das Grab. Und von dem grünen Baume fiel Kron und Blüten ab. Die Blüten tät ich sammeln in einen goldenen Krug. Der fiel mir aus den Händen in Stücke schlug. Draus sah ich Perlen rinnen und Tröpflein rosenrot. Was mag der Traum bedeuten? Ach, Liebster, bist du tot? Thank you. This song is also in my program next week. So if you come, you'll hear it again. Okay, time now for our Eskimo lullaby.
I've been told we shouldn't use the word Eskimo, just to interrupt. Inuit, apparently.
Oh yes,
So apologies
true.
for anyone who's offended. We were kind of using the old word.
Yes, I'm sorry. That's very ignorant. Very sorry. Inuit, of course. Yes. So the first note here is still and still now and hear my singing. Sleep through the night, my darling. We have a tiny daughter. Thanks be to God who sent her. Though she as yet knows nothing, she is so sweet, I'm singing. We have a tiny daughter. Thanks be to God who sent her. I love this one. Okay, our next one is the Schubert Schlafeschlave. Right. Here's our first note and Schlafe, Schlafe, holder süßer Knabe, leise wiegt dich deiner Mutter Hand, sanfte Ruhe, milde Labe, bringt dir schwebend dieses Wiegenband. Schlafe, schlafe in der Pflaumen Schoße, noch umtönt dich lauter Liebeston. Eine Lilie, eine Rose, nach dem Schlafe wird sie dir zum Lohn. Right, so Claire is going to sing you a solo.
Hi, yes, I'm going to sing a really very well-known chant, Ave Maris Stella, Plainsong chant. It's very, very popular chant, and it's been used by a lot of composers, most famously by Monteverdi in his Vespers, but there's also a wonderful Dufay arrangement of it. But this is just the plain chant that lots of people would have known, and the translation is, Hail, Star of the Sea, nurturing Mother of God, and ever Virgin, happy Gate of Heaven. I won't do all the verses because there's quite a lot of them, but I'll do you a few, and it's quite short even so. So here we go. Ave Maris Stella, de Mater Alma, ad cui semper Virgo, Felix Celi porta, sumum silura mutan seven nomen, mostrate sebant rent, sumat per te precem, qui nobis, qui pro nobis natus, tulit esse tu. Ego singularis inderones mitis, nos culpis solutos, mites facet castus. Sit nos Deo Patri, sommo Christo Deicus, Spiritui Sancto, Tribus Honorulium. Amen.
Beautiful, very nice. Okay, so that leaves us with our last song, Bonnie at Mourn. Okay.
I have to say one thing before we do this song, which is my cat is called Bonnie. And she's usually here next to the desk while we do this session. But she's decided to take umbrage today and go on the bed. Anyway, so this is for her.
This is dedicated to Bonnie. Okay, so I need to quickly. Right, 3 verses, and here we go. The sheep in the meadows, the kais in the corn, thou lying in thy bed, Bonnie at Mourn. The sheep in the meadows, the kais in the corn, thou lying in thy bed, Bonnie at Mourn. Can at need, Bonnie at Mourn, thou lying in thy bed, Bonnie at Mourn. The birds in the nest, the trouts in the burn, thou heedest thy mother at many a turn. The birds in the nest, the trouts in the burn, thou heedest thy mother at many a turn. Can at need, Bonnie at Mourn, thou lying in thy bed, Bonnie at Mourn. We're all laid idle, we keep in the barn. The lad will not work, and the lass will not learn. We're all laid idle, we're keeping the barn. The lad will not work, and the lass will not learn. Can he at need, Bonnie at Mourn, thou lying in thy bed, Bonnie at Mourn. thank you. This was really a lovely program, and thanks for joining me today. Next week we will do is the medieval repertoire, and we thought we'd do something we haven't done before at all. French. We have actually done very little French. We will do a song by Guillaume de Machaut called Douce Dame Jolie. Very beautiful song, and I hope you can come. And our contemplation program, our only indoor concert that we managed to squeeze in, is still available until next Wednesday. So if you haven't seen it yet, you can until next Wednesday, when it's then time for my solo program. We will also do a workshop again at 7:15 of a Sephardic song that is included in that program. So hope to see you there and next Friday, and long may it all continue. And I think, even though we did this last, if Claire wants to say something, but in a minute, the sing-along, or the where you all unmute, I'd like to do again the chorus of Bonnie at Mourn, because I enjoyed that. I hope you don't mind that we're doing that again. So Claire, anything you'd like to add?
Yes, just to say that we have kind of planned our carols 6 weeks, and what we're going to do, this will be in the e-newsletter on Monday, and Steph is now, we've planned it, going to be setting this up today, so that by Monday you'll be able to book for it. But on the 13th of November, which will be the first of the carol sessions, up to then we've got another 3-week cycle as we normally do, and then on the 13th of November, which we will not take as a bad luck sign, we take it as a good luck sign, it's Friday the 13th. We're going to start with some Advent carols, including Es kommt ein Schiff, which is a beautiful German Advent carol, which Ariane does on our CD, Secret Life of Carols. If you want to have a sneak listen to that, then you can buy the CD if you haven't already got it. But also Veni Veni Emmanuel, which I think many of you will probably know, but there's a wonderful 2-part arrangement which goes back to the Middle Ages, which we'll look at. The next week we'll do Es ist ein Rosensprungen and Patapal, which is a Burgundian carol, which is on our CD. We had a request for O Jesulein Süß, the Bach harmonization, so we'll do that the following week. And also we definitely want to do El Noi de la Mare, which is a beautiful Catalan carol that Ariane will do. And we're certainly going to try and fit in the last 2 weeks. We'll do 2 sing-along concerts, and we'll include There Is No Rose, Stille Nacht, our arrangement of, and Coventry Carol. But if there's any others that you want to do, there are plenty of rooms to request, so just let us know. So just put something in the chat, or send us an email, or however you want to contact us anyway. So that's the plan. And then we will take a break on the 25th of December, because you probably won't want to come on Christmas Day and on New Year's Day. And then we'll be back in the new year. We've got some thoughts, but again, if you've got anything that you particularly would like us to do when we go back to the normal kind of pattern, then let us know. Okay, so more of that coming on Monday. I think that's it.
That's it. So
happy 30th.
Yes. So Bonnie at Need. Let's hear you.
Bonnie at Need, kann ich tun, out in the bed, Bonnie at Mourn, kann ich sing, Bonnie at Mourn, out over Mourn.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. It sounds really good. It sounds really good. Bye.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Bye, thanks.